So I got my first one when I was 16. Yeah, my parents are really, really cool. My mom's covered in tattoos too, so it's super, like, not a big deal in my family. So my first one that I got, you can't see, but it's on my back, and it's two birds, and they're, like, flying, like, kind of towards each other. And they honestly look like a stamp. Like, it looks like somebody just, like, stamped them on my back. But what they meant to me was, it was right after, like, a really difficult time in my life. My parents are both recovered drug addicts, and my mom relapsed when I was back in high school. And so it was a really, really rough time for me. I was starting high school. I was, 14, like, a lot going on. And the birds were something that, like, once everything blew over, not really blew over, but everything got better and my family started healing and growing again, we, worked on things as a family, and I felt that the birds were kind of significant of, like, raising above, like, a hard time in my life and getting past it. So that was my first tattoo. So I got that in May of 2016. And then in October of that year, my uncle passed away. He was very close to my family. He was like a big brother more than anything, because I'm the oldest of three. So he was like a big brother, and he was a pretty prominent drummer in the Birmingham music scene. So I have on my ribcage, which also you can't see, I have two drumsticks that are, like, crossed over each other with a circle around them. So the drumsticks were obvious because he was a drummer, but the circle around it is just kind of like a symbolization of, like, the circle of life, like a Lion King, but and so that's what that was my first, like, memorial tattoo thing that I'd ever done, and I thought it was super meaningful, and it took forever, and it hurt really bad. But at Christmas that year, I got two more tattoos. My mom and I got matching lotus flower tattoos. It's right on my sternum right here. Yeah, it wasn't as painful as you would think. I didn't think it was I thought it was gonna be really painful, but it really wasn't that bad. But a lotus flower goes through a lot to bloom and grow, and my mom and I kind of used it as a symbolization of regrowing our friendship and regrowing our relationship after everything that happened when I was in high school. And so I thought it was something really special, and I really liked it. And at the same time, I got this right here. Which is, it's my siblings' initials, actually.
Is that an L and a W?
Yeah, it's an L and a W. So, I mean, they're my little siblings. I mean, I spent my whole life with them. My brother is 17, and my sister is 12. So they are my little guys, and I love them so much. They're so precious. But I mean, I joke around like they're my kids, because I hang out with them all the time, like take care of them and drive them places. So I had to, and they both loved it. And then for Christmas this year, I got this giant piece right here.
That's awesome.
So kind of see all of it.
The ladybug.
Yeah. So the ladybug is the only color tattoo that I have. Everything else is all black and white, but this was another tattoo kind of from my uncle, because when I was really, really little, probably like 2 or 3, I drew him this picture, and he kept it for like his whole life, and it was literally just this giant red scribble on a piece of paper with some black dots. And I told him, I was like, Uncle Michael, it looks like a ladybug. And he was like, it sure does, kid. And it's still like downstairs in his room at our house. Like, he kept it for his whole life. And so that was something really special to me. And he always got me like ladybug themed gifts when I was a kid. So I got that, and you can kind of see so the ladybug is on top of I just forgot what the name of the flower is, but have you ever heard of Dia de los Muertos? It's the Spanish Day of the Dead holiday. So Birmingham has one every year. They have like a little festival, and so we always go, and we have like a little altar for him and for his best friend, the one that I'm getting on Monday. It's a quote, and it's going on my collarbone. And it says, "I am good, and I always was." So throughout this whole quarantine COVID period, I've done a lot of like self-reflection and like a lot of trying to like grow as a person, because I'm away from college, I'm away from all my friends. I've lost a lot of my friends here just due to like lack of communication and some troubling instances that have come back from the past. So what I've tried to remind myself, and it's actually a quote from a TV show, but it's a quote from Supergirl, and it's the character Lena Luthor, and she's talking to the girl that plays Supergirl, and she's saying, you know, like, I'm not a villain, like, I'm not the person that you want to make me out to be, like, I'm good, and I always was. So it just really resonated with me when I saw that episode, and I saw, like, the emotion behind it, and that's kind of what I've been trying to tell myself throughout this whole process of really growing as a person and really changing, like, in this transitional period in life. And I've, you know, tried to remind myself that no matter what other people may think of me or what may come back from the past, I'm still good. I think tattoos are, like, the most good pain I've ever felt, which is, the pain is kind of like it feels like a new, like, start for some reason. Like, it feels like, because I'm changing something about my body, like, permanently, that I'm progressing past whatever it is that I'm getting the tattoo for. Like, I'm growing into a different person afterwards. So
I thank you for sharing.
yeah, of course.